Hey everybody, it's Corey Parlin with Great Lakes Dirt Bike Coach. I'm here with my buddy Wyatt. He and I train together and we have a great time riding together, and he's just going to ask me a few questions.
Can you tell us about your off-road experience as well as coaching experience?
Sure. Yeah, I've ridden dirt bikes since I was 4 years old. I'm 47 now, and raced motocross, raced GNCCs. I was a decent regional pro rider, and really tried my hardest to go to that next level, and did all right, but probably like 1,000 guys you've never heard of. Good, not great. And so yeah, that's kind of my riding experience.
All right. What do you do in your course? Moto, woods, trail, or anything trials or street?
So we do everything but trials and street. We do motocross, we do off-road woods riding, we do adventure riding, but we do not do any trials or any street or ATV also.
All right. Are there courses for multiple skill level?
There is. We do 3 different level courses. I think most riders could really benefit from any of the levels. So I like everybody to start in level 1 if they have the patience for it. In level 1, it's for newer riders that really want to work on their fundamental base. We do about 3 hours of drills and about an hour of on the trail or on the track riding. And then in level 2, that's for more experienced riders that have graduated from level 1. And in that training, we're going to do more track, more trail. We use an iPad on the side of the trail like I've used with you. And it's a little bit more advanced. And then once you graduate to level 3 is much more advanced. So we're working on jumping, big logs, deep ruts, sand loops, things like that are a little bit more advanced. But we definitely have a curriculum that's based for all types of riders. And at the same time, I wouldn't say that if you are a fairly experienced rider, but you've never had training, to not come to level 1, because I love doing the drills. I think they're great, and they really help me ride better and have a higher bike skill. So I don't know, what do you think of the drills?
They're pretty good.
Pretty good?
Training.
Yeah, you do well at them, and I've seen your riding come a long ways since we've done drills, and it's cool too, because then you have something you can work on your own at home, away from training, because we can't train every day together.
Do you cover bike setup?
We do. We cover bike setup. We don't do a ton of bike setup in each session, but we definitely try to look at each bike, give suggestions, move some clickers, check sag. We also have a suspension-only training that we're doing in Whiskey Creek coming up. That's on April 19th, where we're just going to be focused on suspension. And we'll have a loop that'll be a lot of high shaft speed obstacles, and then another loop with a lot of low shaft speed obstacles. So you can really isolate and teach suspension and how to set it up. And also, we like to help you communicate with your tuner, because communication with the guy that's doing your suspension is key. And sometimes people just don't know how to explain what's happening with the bike or what's not happening with the bike. And I did this for a living. I was a mechanic for Hall of Fame rider Scott Summers, and so I have a lot of experience helping somebody set up their bike from the sideline, and then the video really helps a lot too, to see what's happening with the bike.
You have Great Lakes in your name. Do you only cover this area, or do you have classes in other states?
So we're really trying to move into other states, that's for sure. Definitely do the best in Michigan, where I'm from and where I know a lot of folks and where we built the business. But next weekend we're in Indiana at Ligonier, Riders MC, and then at the end of this month, we're down in Kentucky with Scott Summers at his house doing training and also doing an open ride. So we're trying to branch out, but yeah, primarily it's Michigan.
What is a rough price range to take a course with you?
It varies. It's anywhere from $100 to $195. A $100 session is usually a weeknight session that's 2 to 3 hours long, and it goes up. Usually we're around $130 to $140, depending on the location and how much travel is involved for us. And then, like for the Scott Summers training, that's an all-day training, and that's $195. So we're quite a bit less than the big national coaches. And the other thing that makes us different is that our class sizes are so small. Generally, we're at 10 or under per coach, and that really allows us to work with each rider. We know every rider's name. We know what they like, what they're struggling with. We know their bikes. And so it allows us to do a much better job, and instead of having 40 riders per one coach. And nothing against that, it's just not the way that we like to do things. We like to keep the class sizes really small.